Hello everyone, this is Angel. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you ever felt this way. From the moment we come into this world, we seem to be bound, judged, and defined by all kinds of voices and rules. I recently watched a video on YouTube discussing, why favorite people in Japan are choosing to get married and have children. And live in China, I know this exact struggle is happening to countless Chinese girls too. Too many girls around my age are constantly pressured by parents to marry, lectured by others, and trapped in a life set by everyone else's rules, struggling to embrace. The world is always unreasonably harsh on girls. It's like once you reach a certain age, you must get married, have kids, and give up your career to focus on your family. If you dress tightly, you will be judged for not being decent enough. If you are independent and assertive, you will be told you are not ladylike. If you want to focus on your career and refuse to marry, you will be labeled as abnormal or rebellious. Countless voices keep telling us what a good girl should be, but most of these so-called standards are biased, male-dominated constraints. People try to mold every girl into the same obedient, socially acceptable image, forcing us to fit their narrow-minded stereotypes. We are trapped in other people's judgments and rigid social norms, living by a timeline made by others: when to marry, when to have children, when to settle and compromise. No one ever asks us what we truly want. No, we have our own dreams and our own pace in life, yet we disrupt our own steps just to meet others' expectations of what should be, drowned in public criticism to become a qualified girls that please everyone but ourselves. But as girls, we are not anyone's accessory, not a template to meet social expectations, and we should never be defined or judged by anyone else. So why is it wrong to stay unmarried when we reach a certain age? Why can't we prioritize our own feelings and live for ourselves? Why should we waste our entire lives following rules made by others just to become an unhappy standard answer? So there is never only one right way to live. I believe as girls, we should be allowed to choose to marry or be single. We should have the right to wear whatever we like, be whoever we want, without pleasing anyone, conforming to anyone, or fearing judgment. We need to allow ourselves to break free from social shackles and reject others' definitions. We need to allow ourselves to choose a different life path, even if it's not what the majority expects. So what I am trying to say is that don't let others' opinions waste your life, and don't let social rules kidnap your passions. Your life belongs only to you, not to anyone else's approval. It's never wrong to be a little selfish and put yourself first. So I don't say all this to lecture anyone. It's just that as I've grown older, I've slowly woken up to so many truths. For so many years of my life, I cared far too much about what others thought, about how people judge me. I spent a long time living in the boundaries and the definitions that others set for me. It's only at this age that I finally understand goals should never be defined by the world around us. Today, I simply want to share this heartfelt realization with every girl watching. I say these words to encourage myself, and I also want to share this with all of you who are watching this video right now. May we all break free from the noisy judgments, stay true to our hearts, and live in our own way at our own pace. So, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.